Yo, 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 what's good, guys? Welcome back to the Magma Minds podcast. It's your boy, Fon the Villain. To my left, we got the homie, the one and only Toast. What's up, man?
Hey everyone, it's me, Lack. So grateful to be here. And if you're watching, thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, your friends, your family, we always say, pack your bags, sign the lease, stay and hang out with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for hanging out with us today.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you for bringing the bag, signing a lease. It's a full contract that you don't get to leave. Unfortunately, captive. Yeah, we're not breaking no leases around here. We're keeping everything in house, keeping everything sturdy. But no, with that being said, as you said, we're just grateful for you guys to be here. Just some quick updates. By the time this comes out, we would have hit episode 10.
Yeah, episode 10. Yeah.
How are you? Just before we start diving into the topics for y'all today, how you feeling, man? How you feeling about the process itself? Let's give the people some insight.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy because on the Magma Mind story, if you guys are not following the channel, definitely check out our Instagram. That's where we're the most active.
Yeah, popping.
Where all the reels are. So, but I don't know. Around this time last year, we were literally in the planning stages.
Facts.
From Apple Notes, every day just trying to add a little bit to it.
Yeah.
And this is when you were super busy with school and whatnot,
everything was
still
hitting, yeah.
in a different state. So, it's been a super, super, super fun experience, man.
Yeah.
And my perception of myself has changed. Just from the conversations we've had, and just from being able to openly talk about things that are resonating with me more nowadays in adulthood. Just getting everyone's perspective. I think it's been just like a super dope journey.
Yeah, man.
And I can tell it still feels like the beginning. It's still
literally still feels fresh.
Yeah, every day we're learning something new about how to do something for the channel or whatever it may be, just to make the content better for you guys.
Yeah.
So I've been loving it. Yeah.
Sick. Nah, I love to hear that, bro. Like you said, it's so crazy how just a year ago we were two states, had our own things going, and I think. I'm just gonna speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure like we're going through emotions in life too. So everything was just sort of happening at the same time, and then it's like now we're here, like he said, I'll bring you guys the content. Make sure you're checking out the IG and everything. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy where we've got, like you said, just the beginning, and we got a lot more. We got a lot more in store. The boys is cooking. We got stuff coming. Don't worry about it. Yeah. What's it called? By now, if you haven't gotten a sticker, just know you gotta be leaving comments. If you haven't gotten a sticker by now, you gotta be leaving the comments. You gotta be liking everything on the socials, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, leaving the 5-star reviews. But yeah, bro, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going. Taking that excitement, what we're gonna bring to you guys today is, I'm just gonna ask my man, would you ever hit on somebody at the gym? Would you ever if you're at the gym, when you're going, you see something nice, something that you like?
Yeah.
Are you taking those steps or not?
Just a little about me. I personally, I don't have the most confidence in the world.
Fair.
The confidence that you guys see or whatever it may be, I'm gonna be honest, it's fake. I'm faking the confidence
till you make it.
Yeah, I'm faking it till I make it. But when I'm at the gym and I'm working out and I'm making progress and I feel like I see myself doing good work, I feel more confident about myself. So I have approached people at the gym just because of the confidence boost that I get from myself. Just working out.
Look in the mirror, little
little
I'm gonna walk over there. What's the worst she could do?
It's not like always like a hard like, hey, let me get your number on Instagram. It's like I'll just casually, like, to me it's always a long game at the gym.
Fair.
Because that's where I'm working out. If
exactly.
If it doesn't go right, like, I'm gonna
you're gonna be here tomorrow.
You know what I mean? So if I'm how I approach girls at the gym is I typically just like I see them like, especially after on leg day, I know y'all hate taking the plates off the bars.
Oh, so
I'll just help. I don't even say nothing.
What a gentleman!
I just take the plates off. Help, like, if she's doing one side, I'll do the other. I don't even say nothing. I don't even take my headphones out. Like, I don't care for it.
Just keep it just like I'm just helping purely.
No, I mean, that's with no intention. I do that for guys too, anyway, just because like You know, like I want to make friends at the gym too, because if that's where I'm frequenting, like I want to be able to build rapport with people. Yeah. And a lot of my close friends, like some of my close friends that I've had in the past few years, I met at the gym.
Oh, sick.
So
okay.
But if I approach a girl at the gym, I have done it, and I have a way to do it.
Yeah, the method sounds like it's methoding. Nah, that sounds smooth. I've never tried that before. Real quick before I get into my answers, when you guys are doing MMA, do you guys spar with girls too?
Yeah.
With girls as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are surprisingly a lot of female fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the jiu-jitsu scene, there are definitely more than the MMA scene.
Fair.
But yeah, it's expanding for sure, and
sick.
there are like etiquettes to spar with females.
With females,
too. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's sick, man. I don't know. Getting numbers at the gym, hitting at the gym. I feel like I was trying after you said that. I was trying to think. I'm not sure. I can't just recall a time where I've done it. I've known when I wanted to do it and I didn't because of the confidence. The confidence wasn't there.
Right.
And so for me, it's like, one, you need that confidence boost. Two, I'm also just very particular when I go to the gym. Like I'm so focused as well to where it's even hard for me to like pick up on like those kinds of stuff. And then at the same time, I don't want to be that guy. That guy that ends up on the video. The man Joey Swole's gonna have to come save me. Yeah,
boy, Joey Swole.
Boy Joey Swole got to come in and save me, bro. Because I'm not trying to.
I love his videos.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the guy where it's like I take the one take that I look to look at, and then all of a sudden it's like they're looking at me. They got me on video, and now I'm looking crazy. It's just like nah.
You see an asterisk above your head. Look at this creep staring at me,
bro. Literally. So like if I'm working out and there's a shorty right there, because they be wearing some shit at the gym,
bro.
They be wearing some stuff at the gym.
I don't, bro. If a girl's working, like they be picking the worst places to stand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm on the bench and really right in front of me, so I'm just like staring at the ceiling, dog, the whole time.
That's what I was about to say. It's like my vision. I'm just locked in on like one thing. Don't move because I just don't want to. And then outside of like the funny stuff and the video stuff, it's like I know that there are creepers at the gym too. So I just don't want to even make them feel uncomfortable by like, even if it's like, cool, we were catching eye contact or whatever. It's like I don't want to give that opportunity for them to feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Would I make a move at the gym? Again, I've been trying to think. I haven't done it yet. I feel like in the right circumstance, I would need a lot of cues to like be able to approach someone at the gym, which I kind of have. Whenever the boy was in Chi-Town, I was in a relationship, so I couldn't make a move. I was like, I can't. But there was a moment, me and Drew, shout out Drew up, me and Drew, we were in the gym. Bro, when I tell you I think she was giving the looks. Could have sworn, like, if there was any day I would pick to be in the gym and I go up to a shorty, it would have been that day. Yeah. I was like,
kudos to you, bro, for having that discipline.
I was like, bro, of course. Now we're just talking about that the other episode. Like all the fishes in the sea, you're jumping. So I was just like, bro, couldn't make a move. But I was just like, that would have been the day,
bro.
But
I don't put you on game. Bring like a bag of candy
to the gym. That's kind of easy because I like having me some candy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's a good like it replenishes your glycogen, and like girls will come up to you like, what are you eating?
No way, bro, like that.
I swear.
At the gym? Why?
I swear. Just because, like, just curious. Like, how many people you see eating candy at the gym? Just curious.
Fair.
Like, just get curious and then just offer them something and like
spark a conversation, and then it's green light. Fair. Nah, I don't think I've ever done it. Now, do you think there's well, before I get into that, I've also heard that they're trying to make like female only gyms in some locations.
I want to open one.
Yeah, you want to open one yourself?
I would open one.
Oh, okay.
Just because, like, there are some. I mean, I know of a few. I mean, there's one in Tulsa, I think. Yeah, but I don't know if there's one here in
the city. I don't know. That's why I heard it first. Was like they were trying to open one in the city. I don't think they have yet. But correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you guys have something out there. Link it below in the comments. Yeah. But
or like I'll have, or if I do it, it would be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
particular days,
female only, or like certain time of the day, female only, or something like that. But I think having creating like a safe space for people to not feel like they're self-conscious or getting looked at by, because there are weirdos.
There are weirdos, man. That's why I was like, I don't blame them. There's definitely them out here that are.
Yeah, you ever had a gym stalker?
A gym stalker,
bro?
Nah. You gotta be different level kind of guy, man. Like lack. I don't.
No. It's not even. That's the thing. I don't even know what it was. But this was back in 2021.
Yeah.
And like this one, I was like going at the gym. This is my heartbroken.
Oh, so man was getting these from the heartbreak.
Yeah, I was taking almost steroids at the time, just like because I was like I need to feel or look a certain way. I was just so down that I needed to feel up.
Yeah,
but I was in the gym
PEDs.
like 3 hours a day. But like I have receipts, like because I was telling my friend, I was like, yo, I swear I have a gym stalker, and I at first I don't want to be like. Because you see on those like on Joey Swole's like videos like a girl like a guy looks like a girl one time or whatever, she's like, he's stalking me. No, this was every time I went. If I move, she's moving. If I move to a different, if I move from like the weight, if I'm at the weight area,
the free weights, area,
she's on the bench next to me, but she's waiting for it to open up. If I move to the machine area, she's moving the machine next to me. Like this
just
was
like that,
day in and day out, bro. Like,
crazy. Was she nice? Was she looking at you?
Never talked to me once.
Didn't say a word.
Would look at me, smile, but never talk to me. And I mean, I'm not gonna be like, and it happened for like 2 or 3 months, and I think she just lost.
2 months is crazy.
Bro, and I was in the gym
8 weeks of straight
5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
So, but at one point I was just because I was so down. Anyways, I didn't want to like give it any time of the day or like whatever because one might still tell the gym staff, like this girl's following me around.
The vendor look at you like, okay, man.
So, but I took so many pictures. Just
really,
bro, so many.
So you were hikey stalking,
bro? Because I was like,
so many pictures of this
some
girl.
Type of confidence, like or evidence to like if something did happen to me or my car or whatever it may be, like I have like some type of evidence. Be like, this might be your suspect right here.
Dang! If you came out one time and she's like, man, this man hasn't talked to me at all in 2 months, slashing his tires. She could have been that type.
Yeah. And so anyways, that was a weird time.
I've never had a gym stalker.
I gotta show you the pictures after we shoot this.
Fair. I want to see. I've never had a gym stalker. I don't think the reverse has never happened either. Like I've never had a female come up to me in a gym, like in that kind of way where it's like they're wanting to, just like hit on me or anything like that. Not at the gym. It's like
not like a friendly conversation or anything.
Not even a friendly conversation. I think there's only one time where someone wanted to ask the casual gym etiquette of asking me if I'm done with something. Yeah, that doesn't count because it's just like whatever. Right. So yeah, I don't even think I've had to deal with that. But with that being gone, all right, people. So today, boys are trying something new, trying to bring up, as we mentioned before, we're trying the entertainment. We're trying to keep everything going. You signed the lease, right? So we're doing the most we can to keep everybody engaged, keep everyone here. And we're trying to add a segment. We're going to get a new segment in. Let us know how you like it in the comments below. We have some cards. Toast, you want to give them the background of what these are?
So this is from the company called Bold. And they make cards for interpersonal relationships or just like cards that has different representation of the question. Just so like there's cards for like connections when you're like talking to your partner, like or your friend or wherever. Like cards will give a prompt for you to have to ask deeper questions, pretty much, and get to know each other better. There's one that's called Reflections, which is it's a pretty sounds like, pretty straight. It just makes you reflect, and then there's another one called Perceptions.
Sick.
Just how your perception of things are, pretty much.
Fair enough. So that being said, we're gonna include this segment into the episodes again. Let us know if you're liking it. That way we can keep doing this. We're gonna grab 2 cards each, I believe. Go through it, read the question. We're going to answer them ourselves the best we can. We have not seen any of them yet, so you're getting the honest and true responses from both of us. Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. Before doing that, is there any card game that you play like with friends that you like a lot?
I have this one that I just got from Vietnam. It's a drinking game.
Oh, yeah, those are fun.
I've been playing with Kat and Lynn a lot. Shout out to Kat and Lynn.
We need to get them on the pod.
Those are my 2 besties. Vietnamese besties, and yeah, like it's like just random. The cards are in Vietnamese.
Oh, the cards are in Vietnamese too. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I remember I played something similar to this. I can't remember what friend group it was. It was okay when you're playing with people that you don't really know too well. I mean, again, it helps you open up for sure, but that's only if you're willing to participate. And if everyone else is just kind of like not about it and they're like, oh, let's just skip that card, skip that one. It's like, all right, well, now we're
picking and choosing.
Yeah, now we're picking and choosing. I mean, the whole point of trying to get out your comfort zone, like, none of that is non-existent. So, but yeah, so that being said, me and the boy, we both have cards here. One is going to be from perceptions, one's going to be from reflections. Which one you want to do first, and who should go first?
Go ahead.
All right, cool. I'll go first. Bet I'm gonna do perceptions because reflection sounds like it's gonna be kind of deep. Perceptions. Okay, there's 2 questions on here. Do I go through both? Answer both?
Yeah.
Okay, so perceptions. What are the best and worst compliments that a stranger has given you ever? That's the first question on perceptions. Best and worst compliments. Damn. Let me see.
Read that one more time.
Sure. Sorry. What are the best and worst compliments that a stranger has ever given you?
Ooh. So are you answering or am I answering?
Yeah. You want to do where we both answer?
I mean, I think we should both answer.
Both answer. Okay. Sick.
Just who goes first.
All right. So So since I read it, I'll go first.
Also, but the card I put back was like the final card in the deck, and it asked about the game, and not like.
Okay.
I'm not picking and choosing.
Fair. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Best compliment. I guess it is perception, so it's gonna be my perception. What's the best? I'd have to say the eyes, just because for me it was my best because no one's ever really complimented me on my eyes before.
I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
gonna be like, boy, eyes look the same.
If anything, Drew's gonna tell me to open my eyes. He did that recently. Actually.
Yo, you just did that like yesterday. Yeah, best compliment in my eyes just because it's usually the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Or something else, or the beard or something. But I never gotten that before, so I would say that's the best. Worst? It's not necessarily. If it's the worst, it's not necessarily. Well, I guess it could be a compliment, but just the worst. I was gonna say the worst thing anyone's ever said to me ever. This one girl randomly asked me, or it was more of a statement than a question. She was like, "Oh, so I heard you're like a man whore."
Oh.
That got
Gotten that one too.
Really?
Yeah.
That people really be saying that out here.
It's either man whore or it was like fuckboy. I guess I give off fuckboy vibes.
Bro, I was gonna ask you like what do you think made her say that? Because in my situation,
like some girls just like they get like a vibe from you and they just go off of it. But
that is the dumbest thing that I've heard, which is like so true because I think that's the same thing that happened to me.
If you're like good looking, confident, and like and is social, I think those 3 things. They see it. They're like, he must be. Yeah.
Just because there was like no reason. I was like, this is the first time we weren't even like hanging out. It was one of my friends' friends. This is when I was in Barbados. I walked with her. I was going to get coffee. I think I didn't even walk with her. I was going to get coffee. I think I met her at the spot or something. I was like, "Oh, you're so and so's friend." Yeah. Talk. 1 minute in, as I'm waiting for my coffee, she just says that, and I'm just like,
and that's when you were in a relationship too. That's crazy.
I think I was single, but still, it's like. Yeah. What made you?
It's like if I walk up to a girl and like 3 minutes in, I heard you're a whore.
That is, bro, the hard, the way she said it too, like literally man whore, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know where you're hearing this from. I don't know anyone. I haven't been with anyone that you would even know. Yeah. I'm not even being around. Like, what's the situation?
I guess like a softer one of that is like, oh, I heard you're a player. Player sounds better than man whore. It
does,
but it's still the same.
It's still the same thing. Yeah. And where are you hearing these rumors from?
Right.
Anyway, so that was the first question. Best and worst compliments. What are the best and worst insults you received? Oh, I guess I should have just finished the card because that's like an insult. So worst compliment for me would have been, I can't think of like what I would perceive as the worst compliment, but that would be the best insult. Yeah. From what I just said.
Yeah.
Just because it's goofy as hell.
Yeah.
And worst insult is probably just something somebody that was triggered just said. It's like, oh, you broke bitch or something. It's like, okay,
it's not true.
He said that's not true.
Yeah, there's broke, but, you know. But
it's high key. But best compliments for you.
Okay, so best compliment. So I like knowing that like someone feels like they're like I like to think I'm a observant person. I pay attention to details a lot, and I like to take care of people around me. So like the best compliment I've received was like, "Wow, you're like very observant."
Oh, nice.
Like, I'll give an example. Like my friend Felix and I, we were like, this is a guy I met at the gym. We went to Dallas together. Yeah, he met Vicky and everybody.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we went to Dallas together, and we were sitting across from each other at a restaurant eating, or we would order food, and I was grabbing the utensils, and then like at first I put the utensils on his right side because that's usually people are right-handed, but then I was like, oh, Felix is left-handed, so I moved it to the left.
Shoot, yeah.
And then he noticed it. He was like, wow, you're very observant. Like I feel taken care of or something. But because Felix English is kind of broken.
Okay.
He's a student from, well, he's here on a work visa now, but he's from China.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, but the way he said it, I was like, wow, like you pay, I pay attention and you pay attention.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He definitely is. Well,
so, that's to me, that'll probably be my best compliment. Just like when someone says like I'm taking care of them well.
Nice. Okay.
And worst compliment, I wouldn't say it's the worst, just because like it's still a compliment, but it's like the way it's phrased, it just makes me it takes power and value away from the compliment itself. It's just like, you're very good looking for an Asian or something like that. Like, why can't I just be good looking?
Yeah, why can't you just be, you're very good looking, or like
Asian?
your style? Yeah, for an Asian?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, they were reaching when they told you that.
Right. So I was like, I'll take it. Thank you. But I'm not like very, I'm not going to be like, oh, wow, you know, like that really touched me. Or something. Like,
yeah.
Like,
okay,
cool,
okay.
Thank you.
And then insults, best and worst insults.
Best insults. That's the best
insult? It's kind of weird, right? I don't know. Is it like how good of an insult it was, or
insults how? Oh, I'm very frugal. So you tell me like oh you really know how to save money. Like to me, like to them, they're probably like calling me frugal, but to me that's a compliment. So like, it's an insult, but it's a compliment to me. So I guess that would be the best insult. Worst insult. Don't touch my family. Don't say nothing about my family. You can roast me all day.
Yeah.
Say nothing about my family. We good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Perceptions. That's my perceptions. You want to go with your perceptions? And then we go into... Okay.
I didn't read it yet. But do you think I intimidate other people? And the other question is, do you think that you intimidate other people? So I guess you can answer the first one. I'll answer the second.
Oh, okay. So, but you can go first because I went first. Yeah.
Do you think I intimidate other people? Do you think I intimidate other people? I guess I'm just reading the part out loud now.
Do I think you intimidate people?
Yeah.
Nah.
Pretty friendly guy.
Yeah, pretty friendly guy. You're not like super, because intimidation comes in like different forms, I think. And the main form is just the one where it's like the standoffish intimidation is kind of the asshole type, where it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. That can be intimidating to some people. Some people can be intimidating, like even if you are outgoing, some people can be intimidated by that as well, where it's like your presence is so overwhelming to where people are just like, oh, I gotta take a step back, you know. And I don't think you give either of those. I think you're just fine balance. You're approachable, which is good, so that knocks out the first one, and you don't like overshadow anybody. Right? You're like in the room, you're there, you're very approachable, and then you make sure to keep people engaged. So like how you just mentioned, like your friend who spoke Mandarin didn't speak much English, and he was like give you the compliment of like, oh, I feel taken care of. Like you making him feel, you know, good and present with everyone else that's there. So I think you're like a fine balance. I don't think you're intimidating by any means, which is a good thing. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Do I think you intimidate other people? I don't think you do, because like, everyone I've introduced you to, you've gotten along with so well, and like you can carry conversations on literally forever. I think you can talk to anyone about anything for as long as they're willing to talk about it. And even though like a lot of my friends are from like a different ethnic background, they've never felt they like after you leave or something like that, like they sometimes mention you later, you know.
Oh, nice.
Later. So it's like it's always like like that's why I've never had issues like bringing you around. Like I typically don't mix friends groups. I'm being honest. I don't do it just because I've had issues in the past. But with you or like Doe or anybody, I'll introduce you guys to anybody. Yeah.
Fair, man.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just to lean off of that question, it's like, do you think you're intimidating?
I do think I can be.
Okay.
Just because I don't know what the guy version of it is like. Because for me, female, it's called like the resting bitch face.
Oh,
But I do have it for guy. Like,
yeah.
I feel like sometimes I didn't even notice it until I started working out a lot. Like I'll look myself in the mirror. I'm like, who the fuck are you? At?
Like, what are you looking?
Okay. I've been told by my partners, like some of my partners I've had, like two of my partners that like I intimidate them, and not in the way that like I would hurt them or anything like that. They were like, it was kind of, I think it was just like them being insecure or whatever it was, but they were like, you're good at everything you do, like everything
fair.
And I don't think that I am, but to them, like, you know, they always tell me that I'm like very smart or like whatever it may be, and like it's intimidating for them because they've never had a guy that's like is. I feel like I'm boosting. I'm not even trying to. I'm not.
I know you're not gassing.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to gas myself up.
I'm not trying to gas yourself like Lightning McQueen.
Yeah,
fair.
But I've been told by my partner I can't be intimidating.
I was gonna say, I appreciate the honesty with the answer because I was gonna say we're both relatively good looking, relatively smart, right? So I feel like that in itself has and can be intimidating to some people, which is why I was like, to give the same answer or to answer the same question, do I think I'm intimidating sometimes? I think, yeah, just naturally because it's like, again, we're just who we are, right? Like genuine and then nice, but then we definitely like
we can lock in
enough, huh?
We can lock in.
Yeah, we can lock in and just be that guy whenever we need to. And I feel like that would be intimidating, especially to strangers, how like just the way we move and so and like the secureness in ourselves is like I can definitely see that being intimidating to either females or like even other guys too, to where it's like okay, well this guy just, and then obviously that's where like the asshole thing comes into play, but then we're open and we're like very approachable, so some people just take it the wrong way. It's like, oh well, this guy's just a dick because he's just nice to everyone, but at the same time he's just super comfortable and confident and like all these things. So
it wasn't always like that for me though. It took
definitely
a long
not
time to build up.
Definitely not.
A lot of heartbreaks, a lot of like self finding, you know, like getting lost in my own life to even get to where like, all right, I feel like I'm walking in the right direction to where I don't feel unstable around other people, like in the big social settings.
Okay, fair. I like that one. All right, that was perception. So we're gonna do reflections. I'm gonna go first. That was both of your questions as well, right? Yeah. Okay.
Some of the cards, it's kind of not weird, but like some of the cards are just the questions. It's like a follow up question.
Fair. Yeah, to the thing. Okay, so we're gonna do reflections. I'm gonna go first. So the reflection card for me is, how do you think that peer pressure has impacted your life? And the second question is, which people's opinions matter most to you? Oh, that's good. How do you think that peer pressure has impacted your life? I think not so much now, but early on it definitely did. Early on, as in a younger fawn in like, especially in boarding school in Cameroon, everything was peer pressure. Like, just to give a little background, so I went to boarding school in Cameroon for a few years, middle school, and like everything was peer pressure. How the way you move, how clean you are, the things you do, who you socialize with, like everything was just so geared towards how's the rest of the class gonna look at me, because these are people you're seeing every day. So it's just
and you're sharing every aspect of life.
Every aspect.
So almost everything can be competitive in a way,
bro. Everything became competitive. Exactly. So it's just like you guys are sleeping between the guys, because it was a mixed boys and girls school. So the guys had their dorms, the girls had their dorms on the other side of the hill. This main school is on the top of the hill, and like when you're back in the dorms, it's just like peer pressure to be like a different type of person that maybe you're even not, but just to fit in. At least for me, that was my main thing, was like I had to fit in. I couldn't be myself because that was the American Wanda, like all that kinds of stuff. I had to make sure I fit in. And then going up school to the main classroom, peer pressure from terms of like, okay, well now I have to also be, I mean, I guess this is where I probably got like my approach or my likeness is just I have to be approachable now and like well presented in front of the females, because if you're not, then they be gossiping, and like it's a whole boarding, like the normal boarding school things. If you ever went, like, and it's feel like that, especially was the time in my life where peer pressure was super heavy. Now, no real peer pressure at all. I think we talked about the other day on one of the episodes where people were making fun of me because I was dressing nice going to school here, and I was like, okay, well, I'm comfortable in jeans. Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? So that peer pressure not so much impacted my life now. It definitely did in the past. And which people's opinions matter most to you? The family, and the family is you, Drew, the boy Cliff, shout out Cliffy, shout out Victory, Nikki, Masood, like Eric, like those opinions matter. And then of course the family's opinions matter. Really anybody else? Sorry to say it, chat. Yo, go. I'm not even gonna say it, but like it's so hard for me to genuinely take in strangers' opinions. Like I can't. There's a difference between their opinions and criticism. Because I'll take criticism from mentors. I would always learn from people, right? But to take in someone's opinions, genuinely, opinions about me, opinions about who I am, it's like, okay, well, depending on my experience with you, I can care less. So for you, how do you think peer pressure has impacted your life, and which people's opinions matter most?
I think peer pressure has impacted my life a lot, honestly. Yeah. Since I moved to the U.S., moving here, not speaking English, not knowing anything about the lifestyle here, etiquettes or anything like that, my parents were working 6 days a week, so I had to kind of rely on my peers to learn from them. Like that's, I think that's partly why I became so observant, just because like I had to learn through monkey see, monkey do type thing.
Fair.
So. I would listen to my friends, like they tell me something that's like looks weird or something, like I stop doing it, or if I'm acting a certain way and they're like, oh, we don't do that here, like I stop doing it too, or on the other end of it, like they'll teach me stuff and I'm gonna listen. So for a long time, peer pressure really affected my life, both positively and negatively, but it's still pressure. Pressure is pressure regardless.
Pressure.
Yeah. Because like the pressure to change, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So now though, I definitely have a better filter with how I take the peer pressure, because sometimes peer pressure it can be a good thing. Like your friends can peer pressure into like exercising.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, or to pick up good habits. It's not always bad. So but when your friend is like, yo, one more shot. One more step, one more game.
I mean, I got you. One more game, bro. And they were crying at 6 a.m.
Yeah. So there's always different type of pressure now. But yeah, used to be a lot. Now, not as much, but definitely still,
and hopefully the good kind, like you said.
Yeah. And the second part of that is
people's opinions that matter most.
I'm going back to moving here and not knowing anything. My life was like a puzzle, yeah. But when I'm in Vietnam, the puzzle was building itself. I know the language, I know the etiquettes, I know the culture, everything. The puzzle, all the pieces were falling into places by itself. When I moved here, everything got reshuffled. So like every puzzle, when I'm trying to solve it, I have to consider every piece of the puzzle to see where they fit. And that's kind of like where, like how, like in terms of people, I have to consider everyone's opinion, everyone's anything really.
Yeah.
So for a long time, people's opinion matter. Everybody's opinions matter. Just because I had to figure out where I fit in, because I'm a piece of the puzzle too.
Yeah.
Life is the puzzle, so so wherever life's given me, I'm gonna try to fit in wherever I can. But now that the pieces, now that I'm more acclimated to this life, and I have good people around me, people that are not puzzle pieces, people that are putting the pieces together for me, helping me with that process, even no matter how small it. I'm not so much like trying to consider everyone's opinion now. The people, the opinions that do matter come from the people that are helping me put the puzzle together, which is
fair.
Again, like family. And people that I consider family are just not blood. It's going to be like people like you, or like people that and anyone that has the best intention for me, I'm going to listen. Okay. If I feel in my core, if I feel like you have the best intention for me, I'm going to listen to you. Even if I just met you, low key, if I haven't known you for too long, but I can sense that you're a good person and you don't come with any malice. And you genuinely, like, we share the same share the same outlook on, like, let's do no harm in this life and let's try to give back and spread as much positivity as possible, then I'm gonna listen to you too. Okay. But yeah.
Sick. I like that, man. I can appreciate that. Yeah, it's good to find someone with good intention, because I think that's also hard to find, especially nowadays, with everyone thinking that with the very popular notion of we need to climb over each other to get to where we're going. So I can appreciate that, like, really taking in pointers from people who just have good intention. So bad, and it's tragic too. But okay, fair. That's it for my questions.
Yeah. And, so for my reflection, what do you love about yourself but worry others will struggle to accept? And then the second part is, are you more likely to hold a grudge or forgive? So I guess I'll just answer it. What do you love about yourself but worry others will struggle to accept? What I love about myself, I guess it's my individuality, the way how I can be creative and outside the box thinking. Because really, from like a young age, that's like my forte. That's what I feel like that was my talent, was to think outside the box. But to move here and be in like a world where like I have to fit in, back to what we were just talking about. Yeah. I started living like a very cookie cutter life, so I still feel like people would, like, I still worry that others will, like, struggle to accept me for who I fully am. But my DNA is going to top out at 80 years to 120 years, and I'm more than a quarter way through. So I need to do what I need to do and do what I want to do, and just live this life and take every opportunity to heart and explore every aspect of this life I can and be the happiest I can. And if that pisses some people off, if that turns some people away, fuck them. I don't really care at this point, just because I've been unhappy for so long living for other people that now it's my turn is what. Yeah,
that's good though. It's just, you gotta have enough space for you. What's your second?
Are you more likely to hold a grudge or to forgive? Ooh, I'm gonna be honest, I am more likely to hold a grudge. I'm trying to be better at forgiving. But for me, I do love fully. And if you're in my life, I do my best to take care of you and to the best of my ability. So if someone wronged me and I allowed them to wrong me, if I put you in a position to wrong me, like, if you're a stranger, you can't really wrong me. You know what I mean? Like, I would never, whatever at that point. Right. Like, I'm not gonna fault a stranger for doing what the fuck they want to do. But if you're in my life, if you're an important piece of my life and you wrong me, I will hold a grudge. But I will forgive if I understand that it would be a one-time thing. Like, it won't happen again. It was a mistake.
Yeah, because I know what you mean by that. Because sometimes it's like the betrayal. Like, how can you possibly be in my life? How could you possibly know everything I'm struggling and going towards and doing all of this for? And then you wrong me. It's just like, okay. I can see that. But that's good though. I appreciate that you're getting better. What was the first one?
The first one is, what do you love about yourself but worry others will struggle to accept?
Right. And you went with individuality, which I was just nodding because I was just like, that's it. For me, it's just, love about myself is how comfortable I am with my own time. I just love to have my time to myself. And I feel like people struggle to accept that because, I mean, obviously when it gets to like the situation of spending time with friends and my relationships and things like that, it's like, now, although I've been trying to get better again to sort of, get outside of that pocket and try to relate more. Bro, I've been on the phone so much recently, just talking to people, talking with friends, talking with family, and it's just like, that's me trying to break out of that cycle of, because in like the old days, I would just go about my day. If I talk to you, we talk. If we don't, like, it is what it is.
Yeah, we've gone like 4 or 5 months, half a year without talking before.
Yeah, but then we always get back together, and it's blessed. And I understand that not everyone can have that, because you and I have that, right? But like, not everyone in my life can have that, and I feel like that's what I would be scared of. People not accepting is just like, that's kind of the way I am. Although I am changing it, because I realize that to a certain degree, if I do want to keep certain people in my life that are important to me, I'm gonna have to put in a little more effort, and so be it. Like, I'll do my best, right? But I'm definitely just about my time. I can go, like you mentioned, the months just doing my thing, and I'll be happy and I'll be comfortable. My conscience will be clear. But definitely think that it wouldn't be accepted well. Yeah. So that's one.
No, I think when I speak for everyone in your life, that I have noticed that you have been reaching out more. Even just like when you were away, you were still like checking up on us like once a week at least, like like a phone call or like a text, like, yo, what you been up to, how you doing, so I'm gonna speak for everyone that you reach out to. Like, we appreciate that, because we worry about you too, like, we know that there are like silent battles that you're battling, and you're even if you're losing or winning, like, you're keeping to yourself. So we appreciate the opportunity to chat with you. So
thanks, man. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think that's also why I kind of want to change, is because it's just like you mentioned, those silent battles. Like, after going through my own, I'm like, damn, I don't know like what everyone else is going through, right? So I can't always just live this like, okay, well, I'm comfortable and I'm happy and I'm good. It's like, I gotta really, really try to tap in with my people, because everyone has those silent battles, and at least if I just know that you guys are doing good, then that also makes me feel better. So it's a good trade-off. And then the second one was,
are you more likely to hold a grudge or forgive?
Oh, the old me holding grudges. Nowadays, I think it's more forgive, but I will never forget kind of thing, which I think you said. Yeah, it's like, there's certain things I just can't forget now, because of my, again, it's another selfish thing. It's that for my mental peace, that's the only reason I'm forgiving. Just that's the only reason. It's not out of I'm not Jesus Christ. It's not out of a place of like, I will love you wholly and whatever. It's just like, I've learned that in the past, holding the grudge does kind of affect me mentally sometimes. And so now it's like, I'll forgive you just so it's out of my mind. I don't care what happens to you after, as sad as that sounds, but it's just like, that's the reality of it for me. It's just, I will forgive you. It is what it is. It's cool. We're going our separate ways. Whatever happens to you happens to you. I'll never forget what you did, though. And it's kind of the same thing. Of course, if it's a stranger, so be it. It is what it is. Can't really hold grudges anyways. But if it's someone that's really close to me, then it's like, okay, cool. You're out of my life now. I will forgive you, but like, whatever happens to you here on out, that's on you. So that's where I'm at with that. But again, I can never forget is one thing. Which is also kind of sad, but that's
I don't think it's sad. I think, like, you always hear like, live life with no regrets. And I take the opposite of that. I think like, having regrets in life is a good thing, because sometimes it's a lesson that we've already been taught. Why forget the lesson? Having regrets, I mean, for me, it reminds me of the lesson, that whatever I need to learn, whatever I need to do better the next time, that's how I'm going to look at it. So I don't think I will ever be able to live this life with just no regrets. Even if I just do everything right. Doing everything I want to do, like, I'm still gonna have regrets. And then as long as I perceive those regrets as not something that like hinders me, or like something that like puts me down, and but it's something that reminds me, like, okay, this next time you're gonna do this a little bit differently. And maybe the results, even if the results are the same, right? But you knowing that, or I knowing that, like, I did it differently because I remember the past lesson. That's my grace to myself.
Okay, that's fair. I was gonna say that for me, I do try to go with no regret. I'm just like, I can't regret, and I think it just comes down to the definition of it. I don't think I can hold on to the regret long. So in the moment, maybe after the fact, I'm like, damn it, I really should have, knowing that there's no way to go back in time and change things.
Yeah.
But then I just say, you know what? At least for me now, I'm just like, whatever decision I'm making that decision. And it falls back on me. If it doesn't go right, we move and we learn, as you said. But I think remembering the L is not necessarily regret, which is how I would say it. It's like, I'm going to remember the L always. I'm not going to regret it, though. Just because I'm like, cool, it was the decision I made. And in order to like be the better person tomorrow, it's like I'm gonna know whatever decision I'm making, I have to stick by it and go with it.
Yeah,
because I'm making it for myself. Whatever happens, gotta handle. If it's an L, we take that and we keep going.
Right.
But that being said, I think that this is solid.
Yeah,
I think I like this.
I like this a
lot.
lot.
I think I like this. Definitely takes you. The 2 cards each is that's ooh.
Maybe just 1 card each.
Maybe just 1 card each.
It's long
because it's like one question, but it's layered.
So deep.
It's layered.
It
crazy.
peels you back, man, like a banana.
Honestly,
like
that's
an onion.
Pause.
But, before we wrapped it up, I want to ask, like, what advice would you give yourself this week, based on your how things are going this week or where it may be? What advice would you give yourself?
What advice do I give myself this week? Let's see. It's gonna be something really light. I think watch some anime, read some manga, clear your head. Yeah, for me, that's a very specific like advice, because those are 2 things that I haven't been able to enjoy, and those are 2 things that for all my life has been my like out to myself, to where it's like I get to sit down and do that. So for this week, that's the advice I would give. Forget everything else. I've been working. We've been bringing you guys the content. We've been doing everything we can. Also, I was telling you about like the hospital shit that's been going on too. So like I've been like sort of piecing all the puzzles in life to make sure that they all fit, so that the puzzle comes out. But then at the same time, I'm forgetting like the other happiness that like all my other hobbies bring me, and I haven't really been able to do a lot. Even the workouts too. I was like, I'm gonna be working out every day. Haven't been working out much, but it's because we're cracking and we're grinding, and that's what we do. But at the same time, this is my advice to myself, to just lay back a little bit this week if I can.
Take things a little bit easier.
Yeah,
nice.
Take things easier. What about you? What advice would you give for the week?
This week, haven't had the best week, as you know.
Fair. Yeah.
But so I mean, I my advice to myself this week, even though I asked the question, I didn't even think about it. But based on how things were going this week, I would tell myself it will feel better eventually. It'll feel better, and like right now I feel like I'm in this like little pit.
Man's in the blender.
Yeah, I'm just looking up, and then I can only see the blue sky, but there are walls around me.
Fair.
But I think hopefully definitely it will be better.
It's going to
be better.
It's going to get better.
Take the little thing, just stick to the routine I have going, and just do things that will yield progress. I can visually see, not just like something that I feel like a lot of the time in life we do things that we won't. We plant trees that might not bear fruit for a long time. But right now I need to be doing things that are yielding fruit
results
soon.
Soon. Fair. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everything has to be the marathon, bro. Life itself is the marathon, but take your time, get some water, catch some breaks, get some results, some results on the way. But that being said, let's get some results from you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Give us some results, and results being the comments. Let us know what advice you would give yourself this week. It might help somebody else. That'll be very, very wonderful things. I mean, we already mentioned how we were trying to build the community, right? So that's the only way we can do it, is if the community is building back, right? So make sure you're leaving stuff in the comments. If you have anything interesting to add to the questions as well, leave those in the comments. We would love to read some of those, as I'm sure everyone else would as well. There's going to be Spotify polls. There's going to be questionnaires. Answer them. We might even throw one of these on there, so that'll be amazing. While you're there, leave a 5-star review. 5-star review on Spotify, 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you're subscribing to the boys on the YouTube, looking into the social media to catch the most up-to-date information, and hit the notification bell so you know when the boys are on. That being said, make sure you leave us a like, and we hope that you are liking this. We hope that you are enjoying your life. Hoping that you are grateful for something. As the boy Lack always says, we're grateful to be here. We're grateful to be providing for you guys. So
100%.
make sure you guys take it easy. Peace.